So we were doing the third module in which we were doing the first chapter of the third module, that is pattern matching with regular expression. So in this we had seen some an example program wherein we did not use the concept of regular expression. And the same thing later on, we also saw another program wherein we had used the regular expression and did the same thing, that is you're trying to match the phone number. That was the example program what we had seen. Then other than that, we were yeah, pattern matching with regular expression. We saw about grouping. So how we can group, that is using the parenthesis we can create groups, and thereby which group you want to display, you can display the groups individually. So that was related to grouping. And then we were seeing about matching multiple groups with pipe. So till here we had done in the previous session. Next we'll go on with the next topic, that is optional. So this also comes under your pattern matching with regular expression only, but here we are using question mark. So the same thing you also have in another subject, that is your Unix, I think shell programming, that is UP. So I feel the same, because when we were learning we had the same content. There also you're going to learn about regular expression. Then you are learning about pipes. Then you also seeing this question mark, then star plus character class. All those things are there in that subject also. So I feel the same thing might be there even now. So if which chapter is going on in UP, Unix programming or shell programming? Global regular expression pattern. Ah, okay, okay. So there also you so you have to learn all those things. There also you're having the same concept, okay? So if you've understood, then in both the subjects you can answer. Okay. So we'll continue with this. So the first thing what we'll see here is optional matching with question mark. So we are speaking about regular expressions wherein you we are telling what is the purpose of using a question mark now. Okay. So sometimes there might be a pattern that you want to match only optionally. So we will see with an example what is the meaning of that. So it is like it is an optional one that might be there or may not be there. In such cases, you can go for this question mark. So in the example, you will get to know clearly about that. That is, regex should find a match whether or not the bit of text is there. So whether it is there or not. So for that purpose, you're calling this question mark as it will match the text that has 0 instance or 1. So whenever you are writing a question mark, then what is the meaning of that is it will either match 0 instance. So whatever you have written before the question mark, that is you're writing it inside, that is you're forming a group. So here the question mark character flags the group that precedes it, an optional part of the pattern. So what is the meaning of this is, we'll just see in this example, you will be clear with that. So just see here. Here we have a pattern that is called as bat, and after that within the parenthesis, that is nothing but your group. Within the parenthesis you have written WO. Okay, and after that you have used this question mark. So what is the meaning of this question mark? We are saying group that precedes an optional part of the pattern. So this will match either 0 instance or 1 instance. So the meaning of this is either you can, so this is going to display either Batman. When you say Batman, that is 0 instance. That is this WO, whatever you have written inside this parenthesis may not be there. That is the meaning of 0 instance or 1 instance. 1 instance is nothing but you are having 1, that WO will be appearing once. So that is the purpose of your question mark. So remember, whenever you are writing question mark, the meaning of that is it is trying to match either 0 instance or 1 instance of the particular pattern what you have given. So we'll just see this program. So here what you're doing, the pattern you have given is bat, and within the parenthesis, that is the group, there you have given as WO, and after that you have used this question mark. So what is the purpose? We said this is going to match either this group may not be there. when this group is not there, so here the compulsory one is BAT and MAN, and this WO, it may not be there, that is nothing but your zero instance, or it will be there, that is one instance. So what is the matching that will happen, that will see in the result. So what you're telling, the pattern you are giving, BAT should be a compulsory one, that should be there. And after that, MAN should be there. And in between, you may or may not have this WO. Okay. So that is the meaning of this. So here, this is your raw string that will be stored in your BAT regex. Then you're searching the adventures of Batman. If it is there, then you're going to print in mo1.group. You'll be printing. Otherwise you will be printing as that is the next checking, what you're doing, you're checking for Bat woman. So what is this going to do? It is going to search in this particular pattern whether you have Batman or Bat woman. So in this case, when if you're saying that adventures of Batman or Batman will be displayed, in this case Batman will be displayed because here you have used a question mark, that is representing either zero instance or one instance. So just to see the output what you're going to get. So just see here the result you're getting, that is mo1 dot group. So in this particular variable, either you can have Batman. So this is also displayed and Batwoman is also displayed. Why? Because since you have used a question mark, whatever preceding the question mark, that might be zero instance. So zero instance when you're going to get in this particular case, that is Batman. The compulsory one is this, Bat should be there and man should be there, and whatever you have written inside before this question mark, it may be there or may not be there. So for that purpose, in the first output what you're getting, this WO is not there, so that is representing your zero instance. Okay, whereas the next case, that is Bat woman. So this is representing your one instance of the pattern WO. Okay. So this is an example for your question mark. So the same thing can be used. So in the previous class, we had seen with the example wherein you're trying to match the telephone number. So the same example we'll consider once again. So just see here. Here also we are speaking about the same thing, that is question mark, which is trying to match either zero instance or one instance of the given pattern. So here in the previous session we had seen whenever you're writing slash d, that is representing digits, that is 0 to 9, any number of digits. So here slash d you have written thrice. So what is the meaning of this? Three digits should be there. So that is representing the area code, okay, of the telephone number. So here what is the pattern we have given here? Within the group, okay, you are telling there should be three digits, and after that you have used a question mark. So whenever you are using the question mark, the meaning of that is you are trying to match either zero instance or one instance of the given pattern. Okay, so here what is the pattern? Pattern is saying that there should be three digits, and after that there should be a hyphen, okay, that is representing the area code. And after that this is nothing but the telephone number, wherein slash d again thrice followed by hyphen and again slash d four times. So this entire thing is nothing but the telephone number, and before this question mark whatever you are written, that is representing the area code. Okay, so these things are common whatever you have seen in the previous session, that's the same thing. Only thing, the new content what we are saying is this question mark. Okay, so before this question mark in the group you have written three digits. So what is the meaning of question mark? It can either match, that is it can have either zero instance of the given pattern or one instance, not more than one. Okay, so just see here what is the string you're passing here, my number is, and the number is containing three digit area code followed by hyphen and then the telephone number, which is again three digit followed by a hyphen and again four digit. This is a first string what you're passing. So this will be passed, and here searching, you're searching in this, what are you searching? You're searching for this particular pattern wherein you're having three digits. So yes, we are having three digit followed by a hyphen, then again we are having 3 digit followed by a hyphen, then again 4 digits. So in this case what happens, just we'll just run this. So just see here, here the pattern is matched. What is that pattern? 415, 555 and 4242. This is nothing but it has matched this particular pattern whatever you have given. So in this case, what is the meaning of this? This is representing one instance of your given pattern here. Okay. Whereas the next example, here what you have given, you have not given the area code, you have given just the phone number. So what is this representing? So before the question mark, whatever you're writing, it can be either 0 instance or 1 instance. So the first example what you saw, in this case you have 1 instance of the area code, whereas the next result what it is saying, it is representing the 0 instance wherein the area code you have not mentioned, but this particular string has been, pattern has been matched for your string. So for that purpose, in the second case, what is the result you're going to get? You're going to get just the telephone number. Okay. So this is what is told for your question mark. Okay. Next. So remember, so here we are going to see many of this case. So first one we saw was grouping, where you're grouping like this within the parenthesis, and you can say group 1 or you can say group 2. So group 1 when you say area code was displayed, group 2 when you say the telephone number was displayed, group 0 when you say the entire thing will be displayed, even group entire thing will be displayed. Then after that we had seen was pipe, which is nothing but it is representing or either bat, if in your string bat is there also it will be matched, or in this case if Tina Fey is there, even that will be matched. And the next thing what we saw was question mark, wherein we are saying if that is 0 instance or 1 instance of the particular pattern, if it is there in the string, then display it. Okay. Now in this case what was the pattern we gave? For one example we gave WO, and in the next case we gave the area code. Okay. Next we'll come to star. So here we are going to learn many of these expressions. So it is better you make a list of it so that you can remember. So this will be helpful for your Unix also as well as the subject. Okay. So next we'll move on with the next one, that is matching 0 or more with the star. In question mark, what did we say? It is trying to match 0 instance or 1 instance. But whereas when you're saying star, it is 0 or more, any number. I think in your automata, that is ATC subject, are you learning regular expressions there?
Yes, ma'am.
There also, I think you might have come across star and all. A, B, whole star. Have you come across all those
Yes.
things? Yeah. So same thing here. So what is the meaning of star here? So it is going to match 0 or more. So when you're saying A star, so what is the meaning of that? Either you may not have A only, or you can have any number of A's. Okay. That is the thing here. So similarly here question mark, you may not have any number of that given pattern, or you will have only one instance. Okay. So here we are speaking about star, wherein you're saying it is going to match either 0 or more. More when you say it can be any number. Okay. The group that precedes the star can occur any number of times in the given text. It can be completely absent or repeated over and over. So just remember that much. So when you say star, what is the meaning? Whatever pattern you have given just before the star or asterisk, that can appear either 0 time or any number of times. Okay. So again we have an example here. So same example as the previous one. In the previous example, you had used your question mark. So when you say question mark, what did we say? It is trying to match either 0 instance or 1 instance. But whereas in this case, what are we saying? it is trying to match, or it will match either 0 instance or any number of instance. So here, what is a pattern here? Bat should be there. Bat is a compulsory one, and after that man is a compulsory one. In between, what is this? The group, within the group what you have given, that is WO. This WO may not be there at all. May not be there at all means what is a matching? Batman. Or it can have more in the sense it can be any number. It can be one when you say bat woman will match, or many means any n number. So one more pattern we have given, wo. So 4 times we have given wo, even that will be matched. But whereas if you had given question mark, what does it do? It is going to match. If you're giving question mark, it is 0 or 1 instance. So it is going to match Batman, and it is going to match Batwoman. But will it accept this third example? If you are given question mark, no. But whereas if you are given star, it is going to match any number. Okay. So only that is the difference. Same program you're writing, only that's the difference. We'll just see with an example. We'll just run this. So you can see here in the output. So since you have given here star, so whatever pattern preceding this star, that can occur either 0 instance, that is 0 times. That 0 times is nothing but you're matching the pattern Batman. Okay. And it can occur in this case Batwoman. That is what we said, when you are using star, the meaning of that is 0 or any number of times. So Batwoman also will be matching. And in the third output what you have got, you have used the pattern WO how many number of times? 4 times. Even that has been or is matched. So this is the meaning of star. I hope I'm clear, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is about your star, which is saying matching 0 or more. Okay. Next one you have plus. So first you saw was question mark, which is telling 0 instance or 1. Maximum you can have only 1. If you're having more than 1 instance of that particular pattern, it won't be accepted. But whereas in case of star, it is 0 instance or any number of instance. Okay. But whereas next one you have is plus. So what is the meaning of plus? So far you saw 0 instance also will match. But when you're using plus, what is the meaning of this? This will match either 1 or more. Okay. So just know the difference. So the meaning of plus is one instance should be there, and after that you can have any number of instances. But whereas when you say star, 0 instance also will be accepted, 0 will be accepted, 1 will be accepted, like that any number. But when you're saying plus, 1 should be there, 1 or more, and after that you can have any number of that given pattern. Okay. Unlike the star, which does not require its group to appear in the match string, the group preceding a plus must appear at least once. So that is the thing here. When you're using plus, the particular pattern what you have given should be there at least once, and after that any number of times it can be there. So we'll just see with an example. So the same example once again, but instead of star we have written here plus. So just see how we have given. We have given WO, that is once. So plus is saying that at least one instance should be there. So for that purpose, 1O. So bat woman will be accepted, and after that any number of WO, that is your this particular pattern what you have given inside the group. Okay. Any number of WOs will be accepted. So compulsion one is bat followed by MAN, and this particular thing whatever you have written, it can appear once, it should be there, and after that any number of times. So I'll just run it. So this is a result what you're going to get, that is bat woman, and after that any number of times WO you have written. So in this case, if I have written Batman, will it be accepted?
Yes.
Batman.
No.
Here,
No.
yeah, plus means at least once it should be there. Okay. But whereas if you say star, it will be accepted. Okay. Or if you are saying question mark also, it will be accepted, because there we are saying zero instance also is accepted. But when you say plus, one instance should be there. That is about your plus. Okay. Next one, you're having the curly bracket. Okay. So if you have a group that you want to repeat a specific number of times, in that case, follow the group in your regular expression with the number in curly bracket. So what is the meaning of this? So now here, in this case, now H and A, I want it to be repeated. Now in this case, I want it to be repeated 3 times. So how many number of times you want that particular pattern to be repeated, that you can write it inside the curly bracket. So that is the purpose of using this curly brackets. Okay. So you can see here, HA is repeated thrice. Similarly, it is also possible for you to give the range like this. So when you're giving the range like this, so you can see here, our pattern is HA. So minimum thrice and maximum how many it can go? Up to 5. Okay. So you can specify the range like this. So first, after the curly braces, the first number what you're writing, that is representing the minimum value, and the next after the comma what you're writing, that is representing the maximum value. Okay. So in this case, HA thrice will be matched, HA four times will be matched, and HA if you're writing 5 times, even that will be matched. So this is how you can write the matching, that is repetitive matching of a particular pattern. You can go in by using this curly brackets. Okay. Similarly, you can also use HA. I think we have an example here. Okay. So if you're using HA and after that you have written the minimum value, and after that you have written a comma and you have not specified the maximum value. Okay. So this will match 3 or more instance of the particular group, that is HA, 3 or more, any number. Okay. Whereas 5, it will match 0 to 5 instance. So since here you have not given the maximum value, so minimum 3 should be there, and after that it can be anything. But here minimum value you have not given. So only maximum value you have given. So maximum 5 instance of this particular pattern or the group you can, or it will be accepted. Okay. So we have example here. So we'll just see this example. So what is the meaning of this? So again, import RE you have, then you have the rostering here. Within the group you have written HA, and within the curly bracket you have written the value 3. And what is the searching? What is the pattern you have told, or the string you have told, that is HA. You are trying to match whether this HA can be matched with this particular pattern. Okay. So here you have given thrice. Within the curly bracket you have given as 3. So what is the meaning of this? Whatever you have written inside this group should be there 3 times, or will be there 3 times. Okay. So now in this case, what will happen? You can see HA will be displayed thrice, that is it is there. Okay. Suppose you have given only HA. Now in this case, instead of HA thrice, if I'm giving only once, then in that case what happens? Here you are telling that HA in the particular pattern, you are telling, that is in your regular expression you are saying that HA should be there thrice, but the string what you have given, it might be like HA is only once. That then in that case what will happen? That particular matching is not there. That in that case it will return none. It will return a value none. Okay. So that is about your curly brackets. So these are the things what you have to say for pattern matching with regular expression. That is your grouping. Then you can use the pipe. Okay. So please just understand the concept. Don't go to by heart anything. Okay. So grouping means what? You are trying to group using the parenthesis. So one example like this, which is the example they have given to you, that is about the telephone number, wherein you're having the area code and you're having the phone number. Okay. So what are we doing? We are grouping. That is, area code will make it as one group. Then the entire phone number will create as another group. Okay. Then next one, that is about pipe, wherein you are trying to match, that is or, that is pipe. When you say it is equivalent to or, if you're given Batman or if you're given Tina, both should be accepted. Okay. When you say question mark, what is the meaning of that? The particular pattern, whatever you have given preceding the question mark, that should it can be either zero instance or one instance of that particular pattern should be, or it will be selected. In case of star, what is the meaning? Zero or more. That is, if you're saying A star, so that A may not be there at all. That may not be there at all is nothing but it is representing zero instance. Or you are having A or A n number of times. That is nothing but more. Similarly, plus, what's the meaning of plus? Match one or more. So if you're given A plus, so what is the meaning of that? At least one A should be there, and after that you can have any number of A's. And next one, you have the curly bracket. So whenever you want to repeat the content of your group, then you can go for this curly bracket. You can also mention the minimum as well as the maximum number of times the group value what you want to display or want to select. Similarly, if you're given the minimum value, minimum three times, and maximum you have not told, so it can be any number. Similarly, the next case, minimum you have not told, but maximum you have told as 5. So, from the minimum value, it will consider up to 5. Okay. So, that is about. Okay. Next, we'll go to greedy and non greedy matching. So, here Python's regular expression are greedy by default. So what do you mean by greedy? Greedy is nothing but you want more, right? That you can say it as greedy. Same thing we'll use here also, which means that in a ambiguous situation, they will match the longest string. So what you're telling, you are going, you are planning to go somewhere. So actually some if it is some 500 rupees is enough for you for to do that task. But what you will do, you will ask for some more amount. You will say that I need 1,000. That is nothing but you are being greedy there, right? So same concept here also. uh, Actually only just an example, only two characters is enough. But what is happening here when you say greedy, the entire string, that is what here we are saying, they will match the longest string possible. Whereas the next one we have is non greedy version. So non greedy version of the curly bracket which matches the shortest string, that is, if you require 100 rupees, then okay, I'm going to take only that much, I'm not going to take anything extra. That is your non greedy version, in which it matches the shortest string possible, has the closing curly bracket followed by a question mark. So when you say question mark, what is the meaning of question mark? What is the meaning of question mark? Zero instance or one instance. You're not asking for more. One instance. But whereas when you say star, it can be any number, right? So same thing here when you're saying non-greedy, here we'll say it is followed by a question mark. That is only one instance. Okay. So for this also we have an example. Okay. So here in the first example, what is the meaning of this? In the group you have written HA, and within the curly bracket you have given the minimum value as 3 and maximum value as 5. Okay. So 3 to 5, ranging from 3 to 5. So the particular string what you have given is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have given the string as 5. So in this case, will it be matching? Yes, right. So it will be matching because whatever string you have given, that is within this range of the pattern what you have given. So this will be accepted. So here in this case 5 will be considered, right? So it is going to match the longest string. Whereas the next case here you have written a question mark. So in this case 3 to 5, okay, 3 to 5 you have written a question mark here, so that is nothing but it is representing your non greedy version of curly bracket. Okay, so just see the difference between the two. In the first case what we said, 3 to 5 you have given. 3 to 5 means what? If you give 3 also it will be accepted, if you give 4 also it will be accepted, if you give 5 also it will be accepted. But whereas in the next case, that is 3 to 5, and after that you have given a question mark which is representing your non-greedy version. In this case, it will consider, so again in this string you see HA you have 2, 4, 5 times. Okay, so just see the difference between the two. One is representing the greedy version and the next one is representing the non-greedy version. Just see the output what you're going to get. First case is representing, so this is representing a greedy version. So what has happened here? The longest string is been considered. So here it will match the longest string. Okay. But whereas in the next case, you have given 3 to 5. Okay, so your string, that is if you give HA thrice also it will be accepted, if you give 4 times also accepted, if you give 5 times also it will be accepted. Since it is non greedy, because you have written a question mark there, so here what it will accept, it is accepting the shortest string. That is what you have told us, shortest string possible. That is what we are saying about greedy as well as non greedy. Okay, I hope I'm clear. This example is clear to you. Same thing you're writing, only difference here in this case you put a question mark. So when you put a question mark, that is representing your non greedy version. So whenever you say non greedy, that will consider the shortest string possible. So here what is the shortest string possible? Minimum value you have told as 3. So this particular group, whatever value you've given, that is HA, if that is minimum is 3, so 3 times if it is there, that will be accepted. That is a non greedy version. But whereas in 3 comma 5, what is the meaning of 3 comma 5? Minimum 3 should be there, maximum 5 should be there, so it is going to consider the longest string. So here in this case HA 5 times, that is displayed. Okay, so that is about your greedy as well as non greedy version. I hope I'm clear with it. Next, we'll go to find all method. Okay, so we have seen about this search method and all. So what does it do? So in the previous sessions, we had already seen about the search method. So the search method, what does it do? It is going to return the match object, that is first match text in the search string. That is the task done by search. So if you have written HA thrice, okay, and the pattern you have given HA, so only the first occurrence will be displayed. That is the purpose of your search. But whereas find all, what does find all do? This method will return the string of every match in the search string. So suppose you have given HA 5 times. So the entire string will be displayed if you're using the find all method. But if you're using the search method, only the first occurrence of the matching string will be displayed. So that's the difference between the search and the find all method. Okay. So again, we'll go with an example. Okay. So first we are having for search. Okay. So just see here, we'll just see the search method here. So what is a pattern? Pattern, you can see slash d thrice followed by a hyphen, again slash d thrice followed by a hyphen, slash d 4 times. So what is this slash d representing? That is representing the number which can range from 0 to 9. Okay. So here what is your pattern saying? Your pattern is saying that you should have 3 digits followed by a hyphen. Again you should have a 3 digit followed by a hyphen. Then you should have 4 digits. If you're giving any string of that sort, then it will be accepted. So here you're passing two values. So in the first case, you have passed 3 digit followed by hyphen, again 3 digit followed by hyphen and 4 digit. This is the first value, and the next one you're passing is one more 3 digit followed by hyphen, 3 digit followed by hyphen and 4 digit. So in this case, what happens? Both these numbers are matching the pattern, right? Both of these numbers are matching the pattern. But here we are using the search method. Just understand this. Both of the value whatever you have given are matching your pattern. But since you have used the search method, what does a search method do? It is going to match only the first occurrence. Okay, first occurrence it will match and it will display that. That is your search method. But the same thing will go for the next one, that is find all. In find all, so again in this case you have two types, that is having group and no group. So I hope I'm clear with the group concept. So group means what? Within the parenthesis you're writing the pattern. Okay, so here this particular example you don't have any group, because here we have not used any groups here in this pattern, right? So in this case, what happens? So what did we say for find all? Find all is going to display entire here in this case. In search, what happened? Only 415555. This particular number was matched, right? That was search. But here we are using find all method. In find all method, what happens? Both of the strings will be matched. Okay, and here we are speaking about no groups. When no groups are there, find all will return a matched object but returns a list of strings. So list concept already we have seen in the previous module. So we'll just see the result of this. So just see the result here. We are passing this for the method find all. In the previous example, we had written as search, but now here it is find all. So when find all is there, what happens? Both the string what you have passed is selected and displayed here. So you can see here there is no group. When there is no group, what happens? It returns a list of strings. So you can see how is your result? It is displayed within the square bracket. That is nothing but it is representing your list, and the items are separated by a comma. This is your first example for find all. Next example we are seeing wherein you have groups. So just see the difference between the two example. In the previous example you did not have this parenthesis. That is nothing but you did not have the groups. But now you can see here this is one group which is representing area code, and next one is the other group for your telephone number, and again you have one more group that is also representing your telephone number. So all these three groups are separated by a hyphen. So now we'll see again the same example. The only difference is you have put this parenthesis. Okay, that is nothing but you are using the groups. So we'll just run this program and see. So just see here, whenever you have groups, then find all will return a list of tuples of string, tuples or tuples, whatever. That is row. Okay. So just see here, the complete detail, that is the complete row is being displayed and all the values in that row is displayed. That is what you're telling here. List of tuples of string is displayed here. So this was your first value what you had passed, that is 415555 and 4 times 9, and the next group, that is the next value what you had passed is 212555 and 000. So each of them were separate groups, right? Area code was a separate group, and phone number again was in two separate groups. So everything is being displayed, that is the entire list of tuples or string is being displayed here. So again the answer will be in term of list. Okay, so this is your one row and the next row. So that is about your find all method. I think it is time, right? So that is about your find all method. So I think we'll